we are in section number 1. We are with Ben. It's the section inspection time. Yeah, we have 4 sections in this side. The other 5 are in the river, and there are 2 in the other part of the mountain. Ben, have you already seen this one?
Yes.
Can you explain us how it is?
It's a fairly simple section, just a little bit tricky towards the top with a undercut step, but apart from that I think it looks fairly good. It'll be better to be later on today to let all the loose stuff get out, so luckily that's where I'm setting off.
Okay.
How is it to ride here in this terrain?
Yeah, it's very good. It's quite similar to home with the kind of slippiness, so I think that will give me an advantage tomorrow.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hello Trials fans, so here we are, as we said, section number 1. Andorra TrialGP round 3 is lying ahead of us, and these are the typical rocks for Andorra, you know, loose, small rocks, and then like the really grippy ground and rock underneath. That's what makes it tricky to ride here. Let's have a look inside. You see all the riders cleaning out the lines now. It's what you do, because yeah, if you're the last rider, the lines will be clean more or less, but the first rider definitely has a disadvantage when the lines are not clean. So that's why they trying to make the section as easy to ride as possible in the circumstances here, and it will still be difficult enough, I'm sure about this. You see the beginning, there's a big red step with a short run up, which is not cleaned yet, and then the blue line has a bit smaller step, goes to the left hand side, and then comes back down, actually a downhill in the uphill section, and has to go up again. This is definitely going to be tricky, especially with non-stop, when you really have to hit the right line and the right direction straight away. There's no room to maneuver your bike so much. I know it's a little bit more lenient nowadays with the non-stop, so the guys are able, but what I like about these sections here especially is, even if you stop a little bit, as it was allowed in the last rounds, once you're in the uphill and once you're in the line, there's stopping will give you a 5 almost. Even though it's very grippy, it's also very steep, so you have to hit the line, you have to stay in your line and keep going. When you stop, it will be very hard to get going again. Here we have Dougie Lemken. He can tell us more about the section for sure. He tries to sneak away, I think, but no, not today. Dougie, how is number 1?
Yeah, no, it's quite a nice section to start with. It's not too technical, but as you can see, as we said before, everything is steep here. But at least it's the same as a training area, and especially for the 125s, there's some quite nice riding in the section. So yeah, no, it should be okay. Not like the reds that are starting with the big rock directly. But yeah, I've ridden here. Yeah, I've ridden here. We went up the very big bit, as you can see. Bigger than where they go now. Right, let's see if number 2's any nicer.
After riding in a training area that is quite similar from the rock and from the ground, what do you think about the riding here in general and this section?
Good. Yeah, it's very similar to the training area, so should be a good section. It's all on the slopes, you just got to keep the bike revved and keeping it going, and yeah.
And how was it in the training area? How did you feel on the bike?
Felt really good actually. Yeah, just really grippy, and just got to keep the bike going and going and going.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so cool. There's not so much time. The timetable is quite tight today, so the riders have a quick look through. They know it's going to change a little bit, especially because the section inspection has just started. So when all the riders are through, the section will look a little bit different, more clean, more easy, and for sure they will have another good look tomorrow morning before they set off in section 1. Yeah. Over there we have Alba Villegas. She's actually from Andorra, and she's not prepared for this, but we're gonna ask her a couple of questions.
Yeah, I don't think she speaks very good English.
She does. Alba Villegas.
Hi.
So this is the first section. Have you ridden here before at this place?
Yes, in Andorra this is a trial area with always training with in winter, because it's the only place where not snow in the winter, and always training in this
And
area.
you have a trial school here in Andorra,
Yes.
right? So whenever anybody wants to come and ride in Andorra, they can contact you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
No.
Que si algú vol venir a entrenar a Andorra, pot contactar amb tu.
Sí.
Per venir a entrenar a
Sí, bueno, això ho he entès, però no m'ha preguntat. Estàs gravant? És en directe?
See, so now you got it in Spanish again, and let's go back to the section. There's not so much going on at the minute, so what I can tell you is we're going to be live throughout the day, tomorrow and on Sunday, 4 times every day I think. You can watch everything on Jitsie.com. At the minute we have an offer on Jitsie.com. You get a free DL12 Dagelampkin bottle with every order you take. The code you'll find on Jitsie.com. And yeah, the riders keep arriving here. Look at the section. Maybe we go a little bit further up to have a look at the end of the section actually.
Una merda, a mi no sabeu què dir.
As you can see, it stays really steep in this section. The ending is there at the top. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but definitely a nice section with lots of riding, and I'm really looking forward to see these river sections as well. Number 2 is further up, so we'll have a look what it's like. And number 3 and number 4 is very similar. Ciao.
Ciao.
This is a nice step here that we've seen in Tony's training videos. And here's the end of number 1. Here it is, the end of the first section, so the riders will be either relieved or have some room for improvement when they arrive here. For sure, as everybody knows, first day, first lap, first section is always a nerve game as well. You have to stay calm and find your rhythm into the trial. Yeah, as we said, number 2 is here. Let's see. Here we have number 2. It's even a little bit wet here in the ground, in the bottom. I don't know if that changes a lot. There was definitely water coming down here in the winter or when the snow was melting. Similar to section number 1, we had the same hill. The training area is just over there. Tricky sections, lots of riding. Places like this are made, or non-stop riding comes easy and is often necessary, and that's why I like it a lot. Here we have Italian riders looking at the sections. And yeah, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. It's hot, it's steep. We are at 1,500 meters, I don't know, more or less, somewhere during the day. And yeah, that's why it's gonna be a tough trial. It always is in Andorra. Okay, so the plan is that we go to the next sections now, record some videos, and we're going to post this later on Jitsie.com. We will announce it on our Instagram channel for sure, and you will be able to have a look all night and tomorrow, just to give you an update on the river sections and on the final sections of the day. I'm curious, I haven't seen them yet. Make sure to check Jitsie.com regularly, and you can get a free bottle with every order on Jitsie.com. The code is on the homepage. We will be live tomorrow, 4 times at least, and stay tuned. Bye.